What do we need to cover? Understanding based questions are a must. That is why we see that you have to give importance. I mean, if you are using Cerebellum, you have to give importance to things like mission classes or quick revision videos, because they ensure that understanding based questions you get right. Right. For example, say I'm talking about psychiatry. Say there's a question on judgment. If you have understood the judgment concept once, even if you have seen that video once, it's very unlikely that you would ever get that wrong. Some students, what they do, they try to think that no understanding is required, they can memorize everything. Memorization will always be very important. It will always be an important part of your preparation. But these things that stay with you, you don't have to revise them. Still, you will be able to get them right. They are very important. That is why we always say that these classes are very important. At the same time, factual questions are extremely important. There is no doubt about it. You have to have a strong hold on facts if you want to crack the exam. PYQs, PYTs, long discussion, old discussion, how important are they? PYQs would always be important. Even when you think that you are getting new questions, they are nothing but PYQs regression. They have been modified. A factual question made a clinical question. Hoga, sir? Yes. Every time after exam, we have so many interviews. Everybody says 60-70% of questions would remain PYQs, modified PYQs or PYTs. Yes. Say, नया क्वेश्चन कहाँ से ले आएंगे यार? साइकेट्री में नई दवाई साल में एक आती है, कहाँ से नया ले आएंगे? होगा सर, this is something important. All our toppers have talked about ENDs that we do. So what exactly is the purpose of ENDs?
So basically, many times students say that I have studied my notes 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. Still, they do not get very good marks because knowledge is one thing, but applying that knowledge to solve the MCQ is a different thing. Now, if you get a habit of solving the MCQ, particularly you need to know that why this answer is right or why others cannot be the answer. So many times, even I do not know the answer, but I can rule out that these 3 cannot be the answer. So this will be the answer. So that come only with practice. So when you keep on practice, your mentality changes that how to think about a particular question. Clear? So that is very important where the ENDs play the role. Right. So exam and discussion, the teacher discusses that you need to think in this manner to come to the answer. So gradually you will develop the habit that you need to think like that, and then you can solve many questions even from 1 or 2 options.
Right. Grand tests, we have talked about it multiple times. Grand tests, the more grand tests you take, the lesser anxious you become in the actual exam, and it's like a net practice. Goga sir keeps on talking about, his favorite line is, if you have to make a mistake, make that mistake in the GTs so that you don't repeat that mistake in the actual exam. And finally, in the last 10-15 days or last 10-20 days, it's very important to bring everything together and revise so that everything is fresh in your memory. You can just go and vomit out on the day of the examination.